This is for a message for women in the Torah movement. All of you who have kept trumpets, or there's so many different calendars. Some of you possibly haven't kept trumpets yet. Some of you are counting the 10 days of awe towards atonement, preparing yourself for that. But most of you are making plans, excited, and doing your preparations for tabernacles. You're jolly. You can eat, drink, and sing your songs, and you miss the point, people. You miss the point. Why did your Messiah come? You see, all of you women in the Torah movement, the vast majority of you, were sitting in a church, in a Christian church, but things just didn't feel right. Things just didn't seem right. And then you noticed it was possibly the Sabbath, or with me it was, Messiah, if we're taking communion, yeast, puffed up pride is sin. So why am I taking this piece of bread with yeast in it if it's symbolising Messiah? It just didn't add up. And now I know that was his spirit of conviction. Christian church call it grace, but it's not. It's conviction in your heart that you're reading the word and the spirit is pricking you to bring you to obedience. And you see, you were the same. You were sitting in the church and something you knew wasn't right. And you went from there, you went to Torah. You went to Torah and you started keeping a Sabbath. Most of you are keeping a profane Sabbath. Dawn to not dawn to dawn, because that is when a day starts at dawn and it finishes when the dawn of the next day is about to commence. It's not dusk to dust, that's Babylonian. So you went to Torah. And you know, in Revelation it says you've got to return to your first love. You've forgotten all about Messiah. He is your first love. He is your love. He set you free. He set you free from all of that. Before that, you were a Gentile. Before that, you were a stranger from the covenant of promise. The covenants. 2 covenants of promise. I'm going to read to you from Ephesians chapter 2, verse 12 and 13. That at that time you were without Messiah, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without Yahovah in the world, but now in Messiah Yeshua, ye who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of Messiah. His blood was shed. It was shed for you. But you're forgetting that. You are now walking this walk in your own righteousness. Not according to the covenants of promise. No. You think as long as you keep the Sabbath and you eat clean and all these things are good, that you are right with Yah and keeping the feasts. But he says, I hate your feasts. Why? Because you're doing them with blood on your hands, because you're not doing what he did. Messiah came to perform the mercy so that you could then go and perform the mercy. Messiah came to end the sacrificial law. His sacrifice was the last sacrifice. He finished the sacrificial law. He ended it to set us free. No more stoning people. You forget about that part of the law. 2 witnesses to someone sinning, you were to stone them. But Messiah, when that woman that was brought before him publicly, because she was caught in the act of adultery, they all wanted to stone her, but what did he do? He showed her the mercy. He showed her the mercy. Did she go and sin again? No. No, her story is still told today. You miss the point, women. You miss the point. Messiah came to end the sacrificial law so that you could keep and teach the Holy Covenant. Let's go and read from Luke chapter 1, verse 72. Luke. To perform the mercy promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant. We are to perform that covenant. The Messiah came and performed that covenant. What is that covenant? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 4. Now, if you are in Torah and you have not read with a humble and contrite spirit, if you have not read Deuteronomy 4 all the way through to Deuteronomy 9, then I suggest you do it. You're profaning. Deuteronomy chapter 4. It breaks my heart because judgment is coming, women, and if you do not repent and get in covenant and perform the mercy, then you are going into tribulation, and it is not good. It is not good. Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 13. And he declared unto you his covenant, which he commanded you to perform. He commands you to perform. Here it is in your Torah. Even 10 commandments. And he wrote them upon 2 tables of stone. That's the covenant. The covenant is the 10 commandments. The other covenant is the the rainbow covenant, to eat clean. But the 10 commandments, that's what you're missing. And you have to perform the mercy by going and teaching others about the covenant. Teaching others to walk in obedience to the 10 commandments. Repent. Look out the scriptures. I'll give you a list below of all the scriptures you can look at about the refreshing of the covenant that Messiah came to do. But for women in Torah, he ended the sacrificial law. He performed the mercy. He performed the mercy in your life. And you now need to perform the mercy in other people's lives. Or you are going to have your hands covered in the blood of others. Not physically murdering them, but because you have not performed the royal law. James 2 verse 8. The royal law, to love your neighbour as yourself. Just now you're just loving yourself. You have to perform the mercy. Go out and love others as Messiah taught you to do.